Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to shell script, where we will talk about how we can use getconf utility in order to fetch the length or the value of pipe variable. Okay, so we are going to discuss it in detail. So right now you can see I have prepared some notes as well, but this thing we will discuss once we have got the output. Okay. So what we will do, like how we are going to proceed with this session. First of all, I'll explain you a bit about getConf utility as well as buffer value, okay, which is pipe buffer value, this value, okay. And then later on we will discuss like how we can create a script from scratch, what all things we need to take care at the time of creating script. And once a script is ready, then we will call it and we'll try to understand its output, okay. And then later on, once we are good with any these all things, then we will see like how, how we can make what we will also talk about the uh, case sensitivity, right? Because it is also important, because some of you are not referring the entire sequence and they are just referring this session. So just for those person, like it's better to go and discuss those things also, because it is very important, right? So this is how we are going to proceed. So let's start with the practical thing first. So now I'm going to hit one command here, which is work lnk, which will take us to the work with object link screen. Now from this screen, you can see there are various files or directories already created, and right now we are in this directory, which is /home/Sharmit. So from here, if you do page down, you will see there are various files and directories available, taking option 5 over here. And then we have many files as well, right? So now you can see we have one file, two file, three file. You can use any of the file, right? But the only thing is important here is that your file should be in executable mode, because if your file is not in executable mode, then it will not allow you to call it or execute it. Simple. Yeah. And that is the very important thing, because if you are not executable mode, then your file is not in executable mode, then you can't execute it. Get it? Fine. So for now I'm assuming, and if you don't know like how to make your shell script executable, then maybe you can refer one of our previous session where we have already discussed like how to make your shell script executable using chmod command. Okay, so for now I'm assuming that your shell script is the executable mode. So now I'll just quickly remove the unnecessary line from here, because I'm going to show you it from scratch, because some of you might be directly referring it. Okay, so at the moment we have just kept one multi-line comment here, which is nothing but to show the user the presenter name and the topic name. So presented by is Sharmit, presenter name is Sharmit, and session name is getConf utility in shell script. Okay, so this is we have this is the thing that we have noted. Now what we will do, just assume that once this script is ready, any user can directly run it through Qshell command prompt, even through CL programs as well, right? So in that place, user is not supposed to find out the exact value, because he can't do anything, right? He or she can't do anything to fetch the information. So better to provide some introductory line here in the script itself, so that when they call it, they can easily find out, okay, so this is the purpose, we created this script, and this is the value which we are receiving from it. So just to mention that, what we will do, we will write here echo, then quote, and inside quote we will write fetching space and pipe underscore buff, then /home/Sharmit, then double quote. Okay, after double quote, uh, like this line is ready, and there should be one more thing, fetching pipe buff value using getconf utility. Okay, so this line will just indicate the user that yes, this is the reason why we are calling this script. Okay, now below to this, what we will do, below to this we will simply write one thing, which is actual command. So to write actual command, you can simply write here getconf space, then the variable name, which is pipebuff, then space, and then the path of your directory for which you want to calculate the pipebuff. So here I'll simply write /home/Sharmit. Now at this place, if you don't know about what is pipebuf, what is getCnf, don't worry, like we are going to discuss each and everything in with this notes. Okay, so we are just writing it, so just understand the flow, understand the syntax. Other thing I will explain you through notes. Okay, so far what we did, we just kept one multi-line command, then we printed one text which is fetching pipebuf value using getCnf utility. Then we created the command which is getCnf pipe underscore buff /home/Sharmit. Now to run this script, what we will do, we will use this path. And one more thing, you might have noticed that there is some configuration value which don't need the extra parameter, but this is the one which needs some parameter, right? Even we have also discussed various other utility configuration variable where parameter was needed. So this is one of them. So we just provided the directory for which we want to calculate the pipebuf. So now what we will do, we will use this path in order to run this script. So I'm pressing F3 for save, F3 for exit. Here we will write QSH, then press enter. After pressing enter, you can simply use here the script path, which is /home/Sharmit /text/Sharmit/Sharmit3.sh or enter. Once you press enter, you will see that yes, we have got this value, which is the text fetching pipebuf value using getCnf utility with 32768 value. Now what is the meaning of 32768 and what is the meaning of getCnf, what is the meaning of pipebuf? These all things we are going to discuss with notes. So let's move to the next screen. Here you can see we have written the command getCnf pipe underscore buff /home/Sharmit and its output 32768 pertain to querying the system configuration for the size of buffer used for pipes. Specifically for the directory /home/Sharmit. Okay, so what it will do, it will tell us the size of the buffer used for pipe for the particular directory, and the directory is /home/Sharmit. Okay, now if you break down the entire command into three parts, so you can see getCnf. What is getCnf? We have already discussed it many times. So this command is used to query the system configuration variables. Then we have pipebuf. What is pipebuf? This configuration variables specify the maximum number of bytes that can be written or atomically to a pipe. And atomic write means that all bytes are written in one operation without interruption by the other processes. Okay, fine. Then we have /home/Sharmit. What it means, the directory specified here is required uh, syntactically by the getCnf command, while the pipebuf is generally a system-wide value, including the directory is a part of the syntax of a getCnf. Okay, so in short, you can say that when you run getCnf pipebuf /home/Sharmit and get the output 32768, it indicates that the maximum size of the pipe buffer is 32768 bytes, which is 32 kilobytes. This means that writes writes of up to 32768 bytes to a pipe are guaranteed to be atomic, ensuring that these writes are not interleaved with writes from other processes. Okay, so I hope this theoretical part is clear to all of you. Now let's quickly see how we can understand the case sensitivity of this command. So for that, I'll just simply write command here itself. So getCnf pipebuf, then space pipebuf means pipe buffer. Okay, then the path for which we want to calculate, we are just running it here directly. Okay, so you can see it is providing the same value. Now what will happen, like if you try to use it in capital letter, will it work same? No, it will give you error found searching for the command getCnf, no such path or directory. Similarly, if you make it small and change this configuration variable to small, then it will, what it will do, it will still give you the error. Why? Because configuration variable pipebuf is not valid on this system. Okay, so I hope this pattern is clear to all of you. Now I'll just take F3 from here and we will discuss like how we can run the same script through CL program. So for that, very simple program is there, so let's walk through it quickly. You just need to declare one variable, dcl f4 variable name, type storage and length, then chgvar f4 variable name and script of the file, path, okay, this is the path of the same shell script, then strqsh provide the variable name and it will execute your script. Okay, so remember one thing, if you don't know the basics of CL program, don't worry, like we have already discussed it many in the entire series, so you can refer it. Okay, so now I'm taking option 14 to compile it, and you can see confirm compile. It is asking for the compile confirmation because this is already compiled for my system, so I'm not going to compile it, but you can take 14 and you can compile it. So now I'm just calling it, so you can see it is providing us the same output. This is the new output, this one the old output. Okay, so we have got the same output which we are expecting, because here also we are running the same script, that's why we have got the same output. Okay, so I hope today's session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things, so thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.